Yeah, we're gonna talk about the next issue awards. These are as voted in by the people that watch this show, the people that, for whatever reason, clicked on the link that I shared on social media or any of the discords that I'm a part of. So we appreciate that. I'll give out some shout outs at the end. So why don't we start? I think I moved those out of order. So hold
No,
on.
I was the number one.
Yeah, so okay. Now we're in order, so we can go around. So Clay, would you please present our first award?
Leonard Kim, hold on. Free the nipple. That's the one.
Free the
Be the Nipples campaign.
Number one, what is your favorite animated movie of 2024? And the winner is The Wild Robot, which I had already gotten great buzz from because Shelby says that's a best-selling book at her store, that it's picked up a lot, and that the movie was going to be a big hit. I put it on my list of movies to break through for this year. So, yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard The Wild Robot's
It
fantastic.
should be on Peacock at some point because it is a DreamWorks thing.
Yeah,
so.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just announced it was going to be on Peacock pretty soon.
Nice. Jeff, would you present our next award?
Sure. Our favorite overall movie of 2024 award goes to Dune Part 2, Dune It to Me Again. People love a sandworm. People love a sandworm.
People acknowledge the Lisan Al Gaib, who is also now. This makes me wonder: what is Timothy Chalamet going to get an Oscar for this, or for A Complete Unknown? Let us know in the comments.
It's got to be Complete Unknown.
Do not care.
Yeah, have you ever seen the Academy care about anything with special effects?
Yeah, right. It's going to be The Complete Unknown.
May their knives chip and shatter.
Well, I mean, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was just absolutely deserved. So, yeah.
Save it for your Oscar special, all right?
I mean, Lord of the Rings had to give us 43 hours of movies before they won an award. So,
and it was only the last one. So
yeah, exactly.
Josh?
Yes. So, speaking of, what is your favorite live action movie of 2024? Yet again, it is Dune Part 2, but also Challengers, and I don't know what that means.
It's tied with Challengers. So the votes came in
Zendaya
for live action.
What is Challengers?
Challengers is the
tennis movie.
Tennis movie with Zendaya.
The sex tennis.
And they did the three-way in it.
Look, if you guys are going to make shit up, I'm just going to get out of here. I literally have no clue what this movie is, but okay.
We see you and we acknowledge that you're horny, and we appreciate it.
Weirdly, it was still about the Challenger explosion, but that was just like the very, very end of the movie. It was just like the news clip at the end. And
it's about a tennis tournament that takes
I am very upset that the Lee Miller movie did not make this this cut, but okay.
Challengers has music by Trent Reznor and what's the other Nine Inch Nails? Anyway, the music is really good. I really like that movie. That might be on my list. We'll see. Tune in next week. All right.
I really never heard
our
of
next award. Our favorite overall TV show of 2024. Very fitting to our show. The Penguin from HBO Max.
Nice.
Shout out Colin Farrell.
I want to say perfect.
It's beautiful.
Is it a perfect show?
It might be. All right. Clay, you want to give us our next award? Oh, hold on. Did you delete it? I think it got deleted.
Somebody deleted it. Yeah, undo it. There we go. What is your favorite movie released on streaming in 2024? I had to look this up. I had never heard of Rebel Ridge.
Dude, I guess if you don't have Netflix, there's no way you would have watched it. But it's pretty. It stars.
If it's a good Netflix movie, I'll hit the high seas and look for it. But I won't pay for Netflix.
I recommend it. It stars the actor that's been cast to play Jon Stewart. I forget his name. So you definitely, and it's by the director that did The Green Room, that movie with. Oh man, I just forgot everyone's name. Anyway, Patrick Stewart. It's really good.
Elijah Wood.
Anton Chuk. It's the actor that passed away from Star Trek.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Now I'm into it. Now I
Okay,
see
good.
why. Because he directed Blue Ruin.
Okay,
Have y'all
that's
seen
the other
Blue
movie I
Ruin?
couldn't
That's
think
one of my
of.
favorite indie films of all time.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah, yeah.
shit. I can't recommend Blue Ruin enough. It is just one of the best suspense movies I've seen in forever, and I will rewatch that over and over again. Maybe
Alright.
almost the best revenge movie next to Old Boy.
Oh, interesting. Oh, maybe I need to watch that.
Yeah, so Rebel Ridge, I'm in now. You sold me just because of that movie.
Great. All right. Next, it's a multiple weight tie, so I'll take this one because I have the data. What is your favorite comic book series of 2024? We got 16 responses, but 2 of those were that they skipped the question. So because I left an option that there's not a people read comics. So here's what they had on the list: Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, FML, the Kelly Sue the comic book with David
It's a
Marcus,
good book.
Fish Flies, the Jeff Lemire book, Helen of Windhorn, House of Slaughter, John Constantine Hellblazer, Dead in America, Poison Ivy, The Uncanny X-Men, Tom King's Wonder Woman, which Jeff talked about a little bit, Transformers, and Ultimate Spider-Man. So we got a lot of those on our list. So I'm glad to see that people that responded to the survey also kind of vibe with those things. So those are our people's favorite comic book series of 2024. All right. Who's next? Jeff?
What is your favorite graphic novel collection of 2024? And that would be Man's Best from Boom Studios.
This is
I'm not
the
read.
book that follows a few cute little animals as they are stranded in a spaceship, very reminiscent of We Three, but in space. For those that haven't read that. So, all right, Josh, can you go to our next one?
Yes. What is your favorite comic book from DC Comics in 2024? I think no surprise it was Absolute Batman.
Listen, I didn't skew the polls. I have the results. I can
How many
can
times did you
prove the
vote?
numbers are there.
It was actually a Fantastic Four, but Danny went in and said nope, and
Well,
then
this is the DC. We do have a Marvel, which
yeah,
I'll
it
get
was
into.
still Fantastic Four. That's
People wrote in Fantastic Four on the DC question.
right.
But what is your favorite comic book from Marvel Comics in 2024? Ultimate Spider-Man. So the people agree with you, Jeff. As far as these, now
As
the
they
next
should.
two all percent because it's a multiple way tie, and that just means that only like a few people answered it, and they all had different responses. So for favorite comic book by indie publisher, and these are just really good recommendations. So we have Crocodile Black. This is from Boom Studios. FML. We have Matthew on the chat saying Wolverine Revenge as well for Marvel stuff.
Interesting.
Now, as far as more indie stuff, what is this? Helena Windhorn, House of Slaughter, Power Rangers, The Department of Truth, The Power
Oh,
Fantasy, which will probably be on my 2025 list. It's gonna end in 2025 because it's 9 issues, so I don't want to include it. The Young Nomads, which that one I'm not familiar with, but now I'm gonna look into it.
that rings a bell.
Transformers and Universal Monsters Frankenstein.
Yes.
And then we
Excellent.
also asked, who is your favorite comic creator of 2024? In which we had all different responses. So let me give you the quick list. Shout out to Jeff Lemire, J. Willow Wilson, Chip Zdarsky, Tom Taylor, Oliver Mertz, Mark Wade, David Marcus. I love that there's a combination of artists and writers here. James Tinian the Fourth, Cy Spurrier, Tom King, Liana Kangas, and Al Ewing and Matthew were in the chat shouting out Rob Liefeld. Chloe does not agree. But all right, let's go to the next thing.
I'm just trying to think what he did other than rando
It
covers.
was a Deadpool, not Deadpool. It was the character that he recently created that kind of. I think he's Deadpool's kid with Storm. I don't remember the name of the character.
Wait, what?
I know there's the whole thing. We don't have time. We're already almost at 2 hours.
Everything you said was wrong. That just
Well, speaking of that, I think you'll say this wrong. So, Clay, can you present our next award, please?
I'm going to say this wrong. What is your favorite manga series for 2024?
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. Goku Rakugai.
Yeah, Goku
that it?
Rakugai.
That sounds good. Yeah.
That's pretty good, Clay. That's pretty good. All right, Jeff.
I know nothing about it to
Me
further
neither,
talk
but I
about
need
it.
to look into it. We got a few different responses from manga, but this one stood out. Jeff.
Does that have anything to do with the Gork? Never mind. I don't know.
Goku.
Okay, so Goku. Is it Goku? Is it Goku and is it
Everything has
Rakukai?
Goku in anime, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What is your favorite anime of 2024? Dan to Dan, whatever that means. I think that's a dish you can get from Pan.
Dan to Dan was fantastic, and you should watch it on Netflix. It's about a girl who believes in the supernatural and a boy who believes in aliens, and they become friends, and they're both proven right.
Where is this
great.
streaming? That sounds amazing.
It's on Netflix and Crunchyroll, I think.
Okay. All right.
All right, Josh. Oh, and we have also Matthew in the chat, Castlevania, which I mean,
I have heard it's so good, and I've not watched any of
never
it.
gonna say no to Castlevania.
Yeah,
all right,
I've
Josh,
heard it's great.
Our last award, and maybe this will give us a free membership.
Our last award, which I vehemently disagree with. What is your favorite streaming service of 2024? It should be BritBox, but the people chose HBO Max, which I want to point out is now just called Max.
Maximum shit.
No, this was overwhelming. How many people?
Really?
Out of everyone, this was the second closest was like Disney Hulu, and it wasn't even close.
Wow, that is now okay. I will say, I think the only reason, like, I use Max. It's not. But the thing is, it provides access to a lot of shows that previously used to be really locked behind stuff, right? Like all the HBO stuff, which I could never watch because I didn't have HBO. It does provide access to that, so I get that. But wow, the best service. I mean,
all those superhero movies you can find elsewhere now because they've started to sell them off. They're about to get rid of Adult Swim and a lot of the programming that's on there. They're about to just unload everything and just go with their reality shit. Because if you look at their top 10 stuff, it's a lot of reality turds. I mean, it's the 1,000-Pound Sisters, it's 90 Day Fiance, it's The Last Resort. And I'm like, wow, we just really lost touch with entertainment. We just want to watch people with mental health problems all the time. That's what Max has for entertainment. And they're getting rid of like really story-driven stuff that I enjoy.
So here's an interesting thing. Let's do this at the end of 25 and see if Max is still the top streaming service.
Yeah,
I hate that we've come to this, and it's like we're already 2 hours into the show. Because like Clay, I would get up on a soapbox right now and go for another 4 hours talking about how streaming is ruining our lives.
Yeah, their app sucks. Nothing. I'm glad I don't pay for it. That's the best thing about it is not.
Yeah, I don't either. I get it free for my ISP, but
I like that Jeff has this argument as he watches Man versus Hamster or whatever.
It doesn't mean we can't. Okay, there's a difference between the streaming service as a platform and the content on that platform. Right,
I think Max has a lot of great stuff. Like the Hacks is great. Like there's stuff.
Oh, Hacks is amazing. Yeah,
I just think that when you go to the streaming service, it's just vomit on my screen, and I don't know what to. They're bad at discerning what. I don't trust anybody's. This is what top 10 things are in the country, or whatever.
I guess this
just like your algorithm is just pushing that stuff that you want me to see.
People might have understood this as like what their content is. I think I agree because I would say 70% of Sunday nights I was watching something on Max, whether it was House of the Dragon, The Penguin, Dune. Like they still have me on Sunday nights watching on their app. But I agree. If you want to look like this weekend, I was looking for stuff, like just wanted to watch a movie or something. It's tough because you're like, what the hell are the movies?
Yeah,
I have to Google the movie first to find out where it's streaming and if it's even streaming on something.
Yeah.
Like my favorite streaming services would be like Shudder, what's the old college humor that they Dropout TV? Dropout is so much fun. Like that's the weird stuff that I like to go see.
I mean, the two nicest things I can say about Max is, one, the thing I watch on there the most, because it's kind of hidden, is you basically get CNN for free. So I'll just turn on the news. But the other one is the app is not as bad as Paramount Plus, which how the fuck that app exists where it only loads 30% of the time. I'm like, Paramount, fix your fucking app. I mean, it's bad. It's so bad.
Also, if you're watching this, I know it's the end of the show. Apple TV is doing a free preview this weekend. So,
oh yeah, I love that. That's so great about that. I posted that in one of our Discord chat.
Mythic Quest. So
Apple TV and Disney Plus were the next, like after that, but it was only like 2 votes, whereas Max got like 7 out of everybody that voted.
Wow, that's
That's Apple TV above Max.
Tubi did make its appearance though, so that's nice. I hope Tubi and Pluto make more appearances, because those are kind of the things that people are just like. It's kind of like having cable and just leaving it on all day.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
because you still get ads and stuff. All right, and then to close out this part, first of all, thank you to everybody that responded to our survey. I really love that, because then, it's kind of a close opinion here with the 4 of us. And then just to answer this quick, Matthew, I'm waiting for Chapter 2 to come out to watch Watchmen, the animated stuff. So once that's on Max, I'll actually watch both things. Obviously, I already know where it's gonna end, so like I'm not too worried about the spoilers. And more about the adaptation. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about it when it comes out. We also had a thing where you could leave a message for next issue. So here's the messages. You guys suck. Stop doing this. Why do you? No, I'm just kidding.
That Josh guy is the worst.
Yeah. Close it down. No, you rock. I hope 25 is a great one. We hope so too. I like this one. I'm a terrible person for this since I'm never up to date on media. Sorry. Love your podcast. You guys have got me through some tough times, and I really appreciate you. Happy New Year. We also appreciate that. We're glad we could be there on Saturday mornings. Merry Christmas. So this one's probably from a couple weeks ago. I've never been able to catch the show live, but I do enjoy watching the replay. Have Kev on as soon as possible. Sure, I'll reach out to Kev so we can talk about movies. Keep up the good stuff. Keep up the great work, and Happy New Year. So there you go.
Have who on?
Kev is he's the host of the Austin Danger podcast. He's a buddy of mine.
Okay.
So we should have him on. Maybe we should do an Austin Powers episode. See how those films hold up.
I'd be up for that. I've been meaning to rewatch them and show them to Hazel. So
there you go. Oh, we should have both Kev and Hazel on.
Oh, that'd be good.
I've heard rumors that he's coming back with an Austin Powers film.
That I feel like that's an evergreen rumor too. Like anybody talks to him about it.
Yeah, but with SNL's 50, you know that they're always going to be interviewing past cast members. So it'll be like, are we going to get a Wayne's World 3? Are we going to get, they're just wanting the old shit.
Yeah, ClickHolders ready. They already have it drafted up. They're just waiting for another comment so they can source it. Cool. Well, that was our show. We don't have time for anything else because we've gone on too long already. But